Let's say we are sitting here, we can see a lot of things outside. But if we sit in the well, underneath of the well, we look up, how much we can see? We still can see, but very small, just enough the whole of the well. I think Mr. Bill Gates doing a lot of charity, a lot of giving. We do not need to wait until we become a millionaire, billionaire in order to give. We can give based on what we have. If we cannot give by a material, we can use our speech to give. Let's say if I don't work, I have no money to give. But I can use my speech to encourage people to give. Like the flood, the tsunami, the disaster around the world. In our temple, we always have some, funding, like we call for help every Sunday. I remember during the tsunami time, the Buddhist community around the world give a lot of donations. Only in Edmonton, our temple here, the community donate $200,000 to give to the Red Cross to help for the tsunami. Monks, we have no work, we have no money, but you can see the power of our speech. We call for help, and people help. But remember, our speech can kill a person easily too. You just spread out some news, bad news about that person. You're gossiping about that person. People lose the faith on that person. The fame, the many good things about that person will be very down, will sunk down just because of what we spread bad news about that person. So giving in the Buddhist practice, you can give in many ways. You can give by money, material. You can give your lecture, your teaching. You can give in many ways. And remember that why I always remind about the word mindfulness. And what another word for that? Aware. Before you using the money, we need to make our own precept recitation. Aware of the money of I am using, how hard I work to save this much. I need to reflect back. Do I need to spend this much for this kind? Some of the things in life, you're willing to spend a lot, but you feel it's worth. If it's not worth even a quarter, you still feel very pain if you have to lose that. Same thing. One word that we speak can bring a lot of harmony, can bring a lot of communication. But one word we speak also can damage a lot of discommunication. We can damage a lot of breaking in our family, in our relationships. Money is like a trap. If we do not know how to walk mindfully on that, and that trap will be our controller. Instead, we have to be the control of the material use. One of the things that the Buddha reminds us to remember, to practice, If you see something easily to get, make sure you reflect, because something easily to get, it must have some problem there. One day the Buddha passed by a corner with Ananda, and there was a tree, very easy for people to pick, and that tree have lot of fruits. But the whole tree stayed the same, no one touched. The Buddha asked Ananda, why? The tree is right at the corner, very easy for people to pick the fruits. But how come the fruit stay on the tree the same, nobody touch? That must be a poison tree. That must be some problem with the tree. Otherwise, people pick already. Same thing. Something very easily for you to, and you think, wow, it's a bonus, very easy to get. Be careful. When I talk with the kids, I say that if you need something, you must tell your parents what you need. So your parents can see, is that possible for you to get that at your age? If some people in school give you things easily, like they give you electric game, they give you a watch, they give you $50 to spend, they're easily giving you something that you need at a huge amount. You must be careful. After you're using that, they will use you back. So remember that the Buddha understand. We live in this life, we cannot live without material life. We cannot live without money. But we have to be careful. The Buddha say, mindful money. It's the same as we have this healthy body. Do we need to reflect, to use this body mindful? We have 24 hours a day. Let's say few hours to sleep, few hours to eat and do our own stuff. We still have some hours left. People used to say, I will find something to do to kill my time. When they say that, the negative feelings arise. I need to do something. I need to find something to kill my time. Instead, to make our feeling more easier, more calm, more relaxed, more at ease, we will say, I will use my time. I will use my time meaningful. Sometimes I spend an hour to answer one email because they have lot of suffer to share in the email. I need to read the email few times. I need to spend some time to reflect on what they wrote, and I need to think what to reply. But after I reply the email, I look back at the clock and I realize that I spent an hour on that email. But I think it's worth. Because that 1 hour can help them to relieve. After my retreat in the States last week, I came back home and I received a long email from a young lady. I met her during the retreat. She did not talk much with me, just a few questions, few minutes, but I can see a lot of suffering that she holds in her. And I feel regret that I don't talk much with her, and I hope that I have more time with her, or she call me, or she do something to contact me so I can share with her, because I know that something she want to share, but it's not the proper time, she cannot share at that time. Very lucky. After I thought that, I think the next day I received her email. I'm very happy to receive her email because she can dump out everything in that email. So what is that? She's spending the time. She investing her words. And I also spending my time. I invest my time. I share with her my time, my understanding, my practice. So even the time we still can save, can invest, can give. Not only the material, not only the money. So the mindful practice gives us a lot of energy. The mindful practice, even you only have few hours to sleep, but you work with the energy of your heart, not by the energy of your physical body. In Vietnamese, in Buddhist term, we use two terms. Sức lực, it means physical energy. Tâm lực, the energy of your heart, of your mind. So when you do something for your loved one, make sure not only by your physical energy, because you will run out of your physical energy easily. But if you're able to use the energy of your heart, you do it you do it tirelessly. You don't feel tired at all. But we need to learn the art of working. And the art of working is your loving mind, the mind of love. You're doing something for your loved one. You don't feel tired, I'm sure. Because that is my own experience. People call me, Thầy, I need your help at the hospital. 2 a.m. during the winter time. I ask them, which hospital? University or Miss Concordia or Grey Nun. I'm willing to start my car and I go there. And people look at me, you don't have to. You can say, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Nobody forcing you to do that. But I know that I cannot do anything but my presence. Already a present for them during the time they lost their loved one. So with the mindful practice, we can give, and we can invest many things during our daily life. We do not need to wait until we become a millionaire or billionaire to do that. Just be a normal person. But in us, we cultivate enough peace, enough joys, enough happiness to share. I hug my youngest novice. I say, my dear, you are my piece of gold. And he also hugged me back, and so he said, my dear Thầy, you are also my piece of gold. In Vietnamese, if we love someone so much, and that is the way to express. You are my piece of gold. You are my diamond. We have physical energy, sức lực. We have the energy of the mind, tâm lực. We have the energy of the Buddha, Phật lực. We have the energy of the Dharma, Pháp lực.